Bonjour les amis and welcome back to NAïA Studio in Paris. Today we're doing a full body flexibility and mobility class with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. So don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. If you guys are ready, let's jump on our mats and let's begin. Alright, find a comfortable position on your mat and move on to your all fours. We're gonna articulate our hands and our shoulder, finding the stretch in the forearm. So just go ahead and flip your palms and fingertips towards you and then just reverse. Find the mobility in your shoulders. Now round your back, look at your belly button and gently arch your back, look up to the ceiling. Couple of cats and cows here, just finding the mobility now in your spine. Don't go too far, go as far as it feels good. Now curl your toes under, bring your hips closer to your heels and come back to the arch position. Again, round your back as you bring your hips closer to your heels, come back in your all fours and arch gently. Use your breath. This is a moment for you to find the articulation in your vertebrae. Go at your own pace. Now untuck your toes and extend your right leg long behind you. You're gonna be rocking forward and back. Small range of motion just to create some air in your hip flexor. And just go ahead. Move your weight forward and backward, just like that. Concentrate on not arching your back, keeping your abdominals engaged. Now you're gonna sink your shoulders in and push the floor away. Beautiful. Just mobilizing a little bit the shoulder here and bring the leg to your side. Bring the hips closer to the left heel and reach your arms long in front of you. Stretching your quad, stretching your spine. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Come back to your all fours and let's extend the left leg behind you, curl the toes and just rock forward and back a few times. This should also stretch your left calf, curl the toes, now flex the foot. Beautiful. And come back to your neutral position. And just sink in your shoulders and push the floor away a few times. Don't arch your back and don't let your abdominals sink. Just tuck your belly and zip your abdominals in and up. Now bring your left leg to your side, bring your hips closer to your heel and reach your hands long in front of you. Exhale all the stress that you accumulated throughout the day. Inhale all the positivity, the peace, the calmness. Alright, curl both toes under yourself and bring yourself up to a downward facing dog. Push the floor away. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Now create little circles outward, bend your knee. And again, this is just for the mobility in your hip. Try to keep the squareness of your shoulder. Now go ahead and reverse the direction of your circle. Try to keep your left heel anchored to the mat. Lower the right leg. And transfer your weight forward. Untuck your toes. Stretch your abdominals and hip flexor. And push yourself back into a child's pose. Hips closer to your heels. And roll up. Curl your toes back into a downward facing dog. Now reach the left leg up, bend your knees and create little circles in one direction. Keep your abdominals engaged here. And then reverse the direction. And just keep going. Lower the leg and join me into a plank. Now you're gonna sink your shoulders and push them away from your ears. Few more time here. Engage your core, engage your shoulders, spread your shoulder blades and bend your knees, untuck your toes. One more child's pose. And perhaps you're noticing that you're getting more flexible, that the child's pose is easier on your body. Now go ahead and flip towards the camera. Both knees are stacked on top of another. Left hand by your ear and side bend towards the right. Reach in the diagonal and come back center, counter stretch. Lower your left elbow and bring your right arm by your ear. Try to keep the arm parallel to the floor. And interlace your fingers in the center. Stretch your torso up, grow 1 inch taller. Open your arms, exhale. And flip your legs to the other side. Hold your ankles with your left hand, right arm up. Reach up and side bend towards the left. Try to keep your hip on the floor, knees stacked on top of one another. And go ahead, lower your right forearm and extend your left arm by your ear, side bend towards the right. You should be able to go a little deeper. Now interlace your finger, come back to the center, stretch your arms up, hold your breath, and open your arm, big exhale. Turn towards the short edge of your mat and extend both legs long in front of you as straight as you can. Try to touch your toes or ankle. Try to keep the back of your leg straight and now point your toes and just relax your chest on top of your thighs. Gorgeous. Restack your spine. And now let's move on to our double attitude. Right leg in front of you. You gotta lower yourself towards your right forearm. Left arm reaches towards your ear. And circle forward, extend your left leg behind, and you're finding yourself into the pigeon stretch. Look towards the ceiling, shine your heart through, and rotate towards the camera. Your left knee is facing the ceiling, and hold on to your left ankle. Reach your right arm by your ear, side bend. Come center. Let's go to the other side, left leg in front. Reach your right arm in the diagonal, lower your left forearm on the floor. Now circle your torso forward, extend your right leg behind you as you get into your pigeon stretch. Push the floor away, look towards the ceiling, open your chest, shine your heart through. And rotate towards the camera on the oar. And reach your left arm towards your ear, side bend to the right. Come back center. Great job, everybody. Now extend both legs to your side in a straddle. Go as far as it feels good. And just release your torso forward. Walk your hands in front of you. Flex your feet for a deeper stretch or point it out. You can also alternate and just keep going like this. Flex and point, keeping the leg as straight as possible. And come back to the center, close both legs together and join me on your stomach. Stack one hand on top of the other, bend your elbows. Now reach your arms long behind you, hovering above your seat. Stretch your spine, bend your elbows, lower your cheek on the mat. And keep alternating just like that. Reach your arms long above your hips. Reach, and the head is the last thing to come down. Keep your toes on the floor. Keep your hips anchored on the mat. Now you gotta bend your knees and reach for your ankle or your toes. And when you feel ready, you gotta shine your heart forward. You're gonna try to lift your knees a few inches off the floor. Give yourself a nice stretch in the shoulder, in the abs, and just lower gently with control, head on the mat. Again, big inhale, lift your head up. Create that bow position with your body. Stretch your back, your quad, and exhale, lower your head back on the mat. Let go of your feet. And let's turn around towards the short edge of your mat. Lower yourself all the way down and bring your knees into your chest. Just rock side to side. Let's move on to the scissor. Extend both legs to the ceiling and just pulse, pulse, and switch. You can grab either behind your calf, your ankle, or your thigh, whatever is accessible to you. And find more range. See if you can bring more flexibility in that split of yours. And go ahead, grab your big toes. Let's finish with a happy baby. Lower your head down, bring your knees to the side, and just rock side to side. Find the opening in the hip. And bring your knees closer to your chest and rock yourself back to a seated position. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining the class, and I hope your muscles are feeling long and elongated. Please subscribe to the channel. That will help me tremendously. Thank you again so much for today, and I hope to see you very soon. À plus!